Hi, this is Karthik, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about how to run your own race. If you're someone who has always been told to look at someone else and be competitive against what they're doing, or look at someone else and say he or she is doing better than you, and therefore you should compete with this person, and I'm going to tell you exactly why that's not the right approach towards your life. And I'm going to exactly tell you why you should look at your own life and run your own race and not compete with anyone else. Keep watching this video. Sometime back, there was a monk and he had two disciples. One day, he calls upon these two disciples and asks them, I know your education is almost getting over, but I have a test for you. I have a competition for both of you. I'm going to give you these two seeds. He takes out two seeds, places in the hands of these two disciples, and tells them, I'll give you a few months' time. I'll give you the environment where you can sow this seed. All you have to do is you have to make sure you grow these two seeds into a beautiful plant or a tree after the given amount of time. That was the competition the monk gave for these two disciples. So the disciples were always disciplined and who listens to their master. They said, sure, master, we'll do our best to make this seed into a wonderful plant and we will get back to you when the time is up. So they go off and they're given two different part of land where they can sow this seed, and they start sowing the seed. They start nurturing it, they start watering the plant day in and day out. They take care of it, they manure it, they make sure the environment, the animals do not eat them away, the bugs do not take away the seeds. They take real good care of this seed. After some time, after a few months, this one of the disciples, he sees the seeds sprouting out and coming out into a wonderful plant. He gets very happy. That motivates him to take care of this plant much more, and he starts with full motivation to take care of this plant. The other disciple also sees a small sprout coming out of the seed, and he also starts watering and nurturing this plant very well. As the time approached, the plant of the disciple one, the first disciple, it grows into a big tree. And the plant of the second disciple also starts growing. And on the day of the end of competition, the master calls upon these two disciples and asks them, I hope you both have started and grown your trees. I want to see them because the time is up now. Let's go check out your trees. So out of these two disciples, one disciple was visibly pretty happy. The other disciple was visibly not so happy. He was a little sad and he was not so enthusiastic. The master noticed this and he said, okay, let's go to the area where you have planted these two seeds. The first disciple takes the master and the other disciple to a place and he shows that, hey master, look at this tree. Look at this amazing, beautiful tree that has grown, which I have planted myself. I've taken care of it, nourished, and it has grown into this beautiful, amazing tree. And can you also see that golden yellow fruit that it has given out? The master sees it and he becomes very happy. And the first disciple also tells the master that you taste this fruit and tell me how it is. The master plucks one fruit out of this tree. He tastes it and tells him that this is one of the sweetest fruits I've ever eaten in this area. I'm sure this is one of the best trees you have planted and grown. Congratulations. The other disciple, who was visibly not so happy, who was upset, it was his turn to take his master and the other disciple to his tree and showcase what he has grown. He takes them to the place few yards away from this beautiful tree and he showcases, Master, this is my tree. But I'm very sad that in spite of having the same environment, in spite of nurturing it the same way this disciple number one did, my tree has not grown so much. It has only grown this much, and I cannot even see flowers or fruits on it. And I accept that I have been defeated by the other person, and I congratulate him for the way he has grown his tree. The master silently watches this person and he says, okay, I can see that you both have done the best that you can to nurture your seed and bring it up into this level. You have grown a plant and a tree out of it. I know one tree has grown big, the other one has not. Let's meet tomorrow and discuss more about it. Now, you guys have completed the competition. Please go back to your place, rest well. We'll meet tomorrow. The two students, the disciples, they go back, one visibly happy, the other one visibly very sad, and they return back to their master the next morning. As soon as they reach the master's place, they call out master and say, good morning, master, we are we are here now, and you called us, and what should we do now? The master, the graceful person that he is, puts his two arms on the shoulders of these two disciples, starts walking them towards the plant they grew, and starts telling them this. I gave you one seed, I gave you another seed, and I asked you to plant this and grow it into an amazing tree the best possible way that you can. And you both have done good. The seed that I gave you, he looks at the first disciple and says, it was a mango tree. It was a seed from a mango tree. You have grown it well, my dear disciple. You have done a good job. He looks at the second disciple and says, the seed that I gave you was not that of a mango tree. You have to understand this very clearly. The seed that I gave you was one of a banyan tree. And you should understand that banyan tree takes much more time to blossom and come up into a big tree as compared to a mango tree. So in that sense, you both have not lost the competition. There is no winner or loser in this game because you are doing what you have sown and you are going to reap the benefits sooner or later. The faces of these two disciples after hearing this lit up. They were very happy to know that there was no loser or winner, but they have just nurtured the seed that they have planted. The lesson that you have to learn through this is that it doesn't make sense for you to look at someone else and be dejected, be demotivated, and just go off course from the goal that you have. You have to keep nurturing this tree, and one day it's going to become a huge banyan tree, and it's going to create an ecosystem of its own under which thousands of passerbys and travelers will come and rest. There will be thousands of birds which will build its nest and make this its home. There will be hundreds and thousands of cattle grazing around this tree. There will be sheep, goats, all kind of cattle which will come and make it their home, eat the grass under it. They will take rest and bless the person who planted this tree. This is the message the monk also gives to these two disciples and tells them, now that you have learned this lesson, it's your duty to spread this message and make sure people all in this village and this country know this so that they do not end up competing against each other. So if you're a parent who's watching this video, I would like you to give your son or your daughter that much time for them to grow and become into a mango or a banyan tree. Your duty as a parent should only be to nurture your child and bring them up, give them the right environment, the nutrients, sunlight, whatever it needs, whatever he or she needs to help them blossom into the tree of their choice. Don't compare them with someone else and say that, see, that tree is already giving out golden yellow fruits. Where are your fruits? Their fruit will come out, my dear friend. That's just a matter of time because they are growing into a huge banyan tree under whose shades your family, your own people will thrive and they'll enjoy it. And if you're a youngster watching this video, I would urge you to share it with your parents, with your elders, and tell them that please do not make me compete with someone else because I am playing my own game. And I'm sure I'm going to win it, if not now, later on. That's the message I want you all to convey to your elders and your parents. So I'm sure you got a huge amount of value watching this video. And if you want me to help you enrich your beliefs, and if you want me to help you fast track your transformation, all I would request you is to subscribe to this channel because I'll be sharing so much more information just like this to help you achieve your goal faster and in an easier way. And I wish you the best for your future and thank you very much for watching. Good luck.